Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nico Bobico. 2023 was a great year of rail fanning. I was able to get out and catch more trains than ever before. Us Cleveland rail fans were also blessed with some very cool and rare trains. Today, I'm going to highlight the top 10 catches of the year. Number 10 brings us to my favorite rail span spot, Berea. This is CSX I-165 with Kansas City Southern Gray Ghost number 4555 trailing second. This was the first Kansas City Southern Gray Ghost I had ever caught, so this one was special to me. I've since caught two more, but this was the first one I ever caught and the only one I have on good video. Number 9 brings us to the small town of Ceylon, Ohio, where I caught Norfolk Southern train number 14N with former Central Maine and Quebec unit number 1006 trailing second, now Norfolk Southern number 3987. This was my first and still only to date former CEFX unit on Norfolk Southern that I've seen. Number 8 brings us back to Berea, where I caught CSX military train number S609. This is a rare sight in Cleveland, as most military trains either take the CSX Newcastle sub or come at night, so this one was a nice treat. Oh yeah, that's it. Number 7 brings us to the Shoreway in Cleveland, Ohio. Here, we see Norfolk Southern train number 60E, with BC Rail 4644 trailing third. This is one of only two BC Rail C44-9 WLs left in BC Rail paint. The other, 4642, did come this year, but I missed it. BC Rail 4644, right there. We're chasing it, and we caught it. Wow, okay. Going really slow. 125. Oh my god. And we're dating on it. I know. Oh man. Thank you. Number 6 brings us to the town of Holly, Michigan. Here, we see CN train number L507 with the GTW Heritage Unit number 8952 trailing second. This was my first true Canadian National Heritage Unit, and it caught me by surprise. Number 5 brings us to the West 117th Street RTA station in Cleveland, Ohio. Here, we see Norfolk Southern train number 66R with Canadian National 100th Anniversary Unit number 3229 trailing second, and a General Electric ET44 AC demonstrator trailing third. This unit was on lease to Canadian National so they could test out the unit and see if they wanted to purchase any. Number 4 brings us to the Metra Electric line in Chicago, Illinois. Here, we see a Canadian National manifest destined for Gary, Indiana, with 2 Illinois Central SD70 Death Stars leading a BC Rail-9. This may be a common catch for people along Canadian National tracks, but being from Ohio, we never get this kind of power by us. Number 3 brings us to the Olmsted Falls, Ohio depot. Here, we see 2 trains. This is known as a meet, which is a rare catch by itself. The first train we see is Norfolk Southern train number 25G with Norfolk Southern number 8101, the Central Georgia Heritage Unit, trailing third. The second train is Norfolk Southern train number 28X with Union Pacific number 6706, trailing third. 6706 is the last Chicago and Northwestern -9 still in Chicago and Northwestern paint. It has somehow evaded the paint shop through everything from rebuilds to major shop work. Alright. Number 2 brings us to Rockport Yard in Brook Park in Cleveland, Ohio. Here, we see Norfolk Southern train number 310 pulling into the yard for work with Nickel Plate Road PA1 number 190 trailing third. This kind of move usually only happens once per year, and for it to come by Cleveland, I had to catch it. The most similar recent move is the Union Pacific Steam Heritage move out west. Now, before we look at number 1, let's look at a few honorable mentions. Our first honorable mention brings us to Lakewood, Ohio, where we see Norfolk Southern train number 264 with BNSF-9 number 998 leading to BNSF-9 number 683. 998 is in the Heritage 1 paint scheme, and is the first one that I've ever seen leading. 683 is still in its original Santa Fe scheme, and is the first one I've seen running a train. Our second honorable mention brings us once again back to Berea. Here, we see CSX train number M363. On the end of the train were 2 former Pennsylvania Railroad passenger cars. These were recently acquired by the Fort Wayne Historical Society and have since reached their final destination. Also, sorry in advance for the foaming, I have since taken it upon myself to stop doing so. That's passenger cars. Whoa! Wow, look at that. Pennsylvania Railroad passenger cars. That is awesome. Our third and final honorable mention brings us to Collinwood, Ohio. Here, we see CSX train number Z150 with the Prime S. Osborne passenger car and the CSX Conrail Heritage Unit number 1976. CSX brought out this unit to show it off at the CSX Family Days event, an event held for CSX crew members, family, and friends. I was also lucky enough to ride in the cab of this locomotive for about an hour. That video is now up on my channel. Holy wow. Jake, let's go get in line. Good looking unit. And now, number 1. Number 1 brings us back to Lakewood, Ohio, where we see Norfolk Southern train number 981. 981 is an Egyptian export train that runs from the Wabtec plant in Erie, Pennsylvania to the ports in Virginia. And that's 981 Egyptian exports. And with that, we officially end the 2023 season of rail fanning. If you enjoyed this formatted video where I do voiceovers, please let me know and I will be sure to do more. Thank you all for a great 2023 season, and here's to hopefully having an even better 2024. I'll see you all next time.